How's it going, everyone? Untitled here, and today we have another build video for you guys. Now, today's video is from the forums. I thought I'd take a build I don't really see that often, I guess. This build is from Roll Call. The link is in the description. I've pretty much used the same devotion setup, the same gear. I've tested this build out with other kinds of gears and whatnot, and his build totally works. I just wanted to highlight this build, so I want you guys to try it out. I want you guys to enjoy it because this build wrecks. Literally wrecks. It has a high sustain. It uses skills that you most probably wouldn't not think of using, but probably would not be wanting to use, such as grasping vines, plus devotion skills to it, which is Wendigo's mark. It makes this build so much, it's simple, but it wrecks. That's it. Alright, so we'll show you the stats points. So basically, I think we pretty much have the exact same stats points. I have a 186 physique, 706 cunning, 370 spirit. This is obviously with the devotion points that I have assigned as well. So if it has any stats points, please take that into consideration as well. To do the devotion build, it's a bit, I don't want to say it's complicated. It's simple. It's pretty simple to see, but to actually do it, it takes trial and error, let's say. So I will be making another video just highlighting how to get exactly the same points, and he does mention it in his build guide as well. But reading it and actually doing it at the same time, whereas seeing a video and listening and how to do it is two different things. So I thought that'd be a great thing for you guys as well. Plus it highlights as well his hard work that he put into it. So I hope you guys really enjoy his build. I've really enjoyed playing it as well. So as of right now, let's just go over the devotion. Empty throne, we have empty throne, we have crane, we have scales of Volcana, did I say that right? Scales of Volcana, sorry. And we have, for the skill tips of the scales, eel, we have full points into Tempest, very good. And with the Reckless Tempest skill, full points into Kraken, very good. Full points to Chariot of the Dead, so we can get Wayward Soul. We have I think we have full points, no, almost full points into Behemoth, but it's mostly to get Giant's Blood. And last but not least is the Wendigo. Now, Wendigo is pretty specific on the skill that it gives you, and the skill that we have, which is Grasping Vines. So, in the build, it does explain that you want to use Grasping Vines to grasp your mobs, right? So what does Grasping Vines do? So it's basically it's bleed per second. It slows movement speed of your targets. And what the devotion skill does, you mark your foes with the sign of the Wendigos, sapping them of what little there is left of their vitality and transferring to you. So you're converting the attack damage into health. So right now it does 373 vitality damage for this the current level, and 49% of attack damage converted to health. Now this is because it's selected to Grasping Vines, so the attack damage that it does is converted to health. So as you can see, you're siphoning life on a fairly good basis, and the duration, it's not very long, but the recharge time of it is only 1.2 seconds, which makes it very good to use. Takes very little energy as well. Now that is out of the way. The gear is going to be pretty specific. I've used the exact same gear as him, except that I have the Badge of Mastery, which, yes, is better than the Direwolf badge that he's using. But you know, if you can't have this gear, it's totally fine. Try to work around it as well. so you can get proper resistances and whatnot, so different component setup. So I just use the same component setup mostly to get exactly the same thing. And don't forget, you need to use the magical augments for resistances, or if you want to add more attack damage and whatnot. So we have 4 pieces of all the Ultos set. So Ultos Pauldrons, we have the Ultos Cuirass, the Ultos Gem, which is the amulet, and we have the headpiece. Now some of you might be asking, well, why doesn't he get the +5 set? Well, +5 set only gives you 1 to 72 lightning damage extra, which in the larger scheme of it is not very much. So it's better to keep it at 4 piece, and very important to use Storm Reaver. The +2 to all skills to Shaman is so good. Lightning damage, electrocute damage, physical damage converted to lightning damage, so it just like does tons of damage all the time. It gives you the granted item Storm Tap as well, which is pretty good. It's like chain lightning. And we have the imbued silver, so we can get void aura, so we can get more resistances. So this is how it looks like right now, and this is how our skill set is set up. Full points into soldier, full points into shaman, full points into scars of battle, field command, Menhir's will. Menhir's word, don't forget, it's either you had a shield 2-hand and we have it 2-hand, so full points into here. Military conditioning, 1 point into blitz, 3 point. I did it exactly as him. 3 points into fighting spirit, 12 into war cry, and he is absolutely right. You don't want to really have terrify because you're using grasping vines. You want the mobs to be right beside you to do grasping vines and to be hitting them and to getting that life. Okay, very important that you know that. You could put some points into Brick Morale if you want, and so you can put less points into Warcry. Really up to you on that point. Shaman, like I said, full points here. 1 point into Modulgan's Pack, 4 into Heart of the Wild, Oak, 1 Oak Skin, 1 Grasping Vines, 1 into Entrangling Vines, which adds more the physical damage and bleeding damage, and has a 10% chance of immobilizing your targets, which is very good as well, because you're going to be not stationary. You're going to be moving around a lot, but when you're on the spot and they're on the spot, it's very good. Full points into Savagery, 3 points into Might of the Bear because you have 2-hand, 6 out of 12 Tenacity of the Boar, 4 Storm Touch, 6 into Primal Strike, 1 Torrent, 1 Storm Surge, 1 Brute Force. I put 2 into Feral Hunger. I believe he only put 1. 1 point into Upheaval, 1 into Wendigo Totem, 1 in Blood Pack, and 6 in Storm Caller's Pack. Now, what does the build look like when you put all this beautiful gear on? One, you look badass. That's one thing. So let's put on all our auras. There you go. Stats-wise, this is how it looks like. I mean, 2283 offensive, 1949 defensive ability, DPS 24 at 134 per second, armor range of 1300, which is an armor absorption rate of 88%, which is really good. You're still going to get hit from certain mobs as well, so don't take into consideration that you're invulnerable, right? Basically, primary is going to be Savagery, Primal Strike. Obviously, going to be using your other skills as well. The Open Hand of Mercy and Close Fist of Vengeance, these 2 rings, I never really used to use them, but they are amazing. One by itself, one without the other is not that great, but when you have both together, the increase to your health regeneration is by 60%. Is amazing. It's very good. Plus the skill, 100% chance on critical attack. You will do a sealed fate. You seal the fate of your foes, confident in the judgment you cast upon them. So 2% plus 124 health restored to yourself, 8% offensive ability, 8% defensive ability. Great. I mean, and you're gonna your critical's at 58%. Well, I'm at 58% anyways. You can be lower or higher depending on your rolls on gears. Okay. Now, enough of my babbling. You probably want to see what the it actually looks like in battle. I'm just gonna go out here. I mean, it's pretty much you do your grasping vine, blitz, you can do your totem like this. Sometimes it takes a bit of time to gain the momentum into it, but oh man, I so love these builds seriously. Right, it doesn't really, you can't really appreciate here. We have to go somewhere with a bunch of mobs. So there you go. Let's go here. All right, let's go. Come on, come on. All right, so let's go here. Bam, doing grasping defiance, totem, front tap. Always use your grasping vines when you can. I love this build. Look at this. So good, man. The only unfortunate part, obviously, is that you will need gear for it. So it is kind of gear dependent if you want to get the exact kind of result. But it's a fun build without the gear as well. It took a while for me to actually obtain everything that I wanted, which was kind of annoying, but it is what it is, right? Look at that. There you go. Oh man, this is it's like roll face with this. It's just ridiculous. There you go. So that's it for the build, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I sure enjoyed the Ultos build. It's very amazing. Make sure to check out the link in the description to the build section of this guide. It's a very small guide, so I thought I'd expand on it. I will have that devotion build up as well for you guys, so you know where to put your points, how many ether crystals you need, and whatnot. I really love this. There we go. That's pretty much it. I mean, roll face build, guys. I'm Unretired. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.